Hello and welcome back to WWF Smackdown for the PlayStation here on Retro Wrestling Reviews, retro wrestling video game action at its finest. I'm continuing season mode. I'm still playing as the Big Show, and we're at the King of the Ring. I am not in the King of the Ring tournament. Damn. Never mind then. Let's just skip this. So The Rock beats Austin, Triple H beats Shane, The Undertaker beats the Boss Man, Mr. Ass beats Deborah. Her inclusion's a bit weird. What a weird semi-finals. Triple H beats The Rock, The Undertaker beats Mr. Ass. Man, that's a King of the Ring final, isn't it? Triple H and The Undertaker. And Triple H wins the game. Um, no, I'm going to stick with the Big Show for a little bit longer. Let's see how we get on. Into July, we've got the Hardy Boyz versus the Acolytes, which the Acolytes win. Me versus X-Pac. Again, not a hardcore match. Damn. Why does no one want my hardcore title? I was really hoping I'd get like a chance to go backstage and fight in the kitchen. Alright. Me and X-Pac. Certainly a size mismatch. I'm gonna see if I can win this one with an actual pin rather than by knockout. In my last video, I won both my matches by knockout. I did talk about it in the previous video as well, but I'll bring it up here because that was a week ago for you guys. I am planning on this being my final recording session of this game, and then I'm going to move on to SmackDown 2. Encouraging everyone to leave comments on the video. Let me know what you'd like to see. You know, if you really are heartbroken and you'd rather I continued with SmackDown 1 a little longer, I'm not against that. You know, I'm a man of the people. But yeah, going on to SmackDown 2, if there's particular stuff you want to see, if there's particular characters you want to see me wrestle as or wrestle against, particular match types. I remember that game as having some wacky stipulations. It's got casket matches, it's got tables matches, it's got ladder matches. This game is fairly limited on its gimmicks. It has I Quit matches, it has the hardcore matches. I do really want to go backstage at some point, but I don't know if I'm going to get the chance. So I guess if season mode does not bestow upon us a hardcore rules match, I will instead just go and do one in exhibition mode, so we can go in the kitchen and set some fires and have some fun. Man, I'm dominating X-Pac, which you know, given the size difference, 500 pounds, 7 foot tall, 500 pounds versus like 5 foot 8 maybe, and probably less than 200 pounds. Like I think his kayfabe weight was just over 200, but I think in reality, Sean Waltman is probably under 200. Man, that was a dominant performance. Less than 2 minutes, I smashed X-Pac. All right, I'm up to SummerSlam. Let's rock and roll. Are they going to give me a hardcore title defense? Wow, what a weird tag match. I mean, who am I to judge, right? But yeah, Jericho and China beat the McMahons. What a weird thing to include. Intercontinental title match between X-Pac and Road Dogg inside a steel cage. That'd be pretty good. Road Dogg wins the Intercontinental title. All right. Mankind and Mr. Ass get a hardcore match, but I don't. What is going on? The Rock and D'Lo in another cage match. This SummerSlam is cage match heavy. And I'm the special referee for Stone Cold versus The Undertaker. That's fun. Yeah, let's be a referee. I've got no idea what the controls are to be a referee. That's cool. Referee enters last. I've skipped Stone Cold and The Undertaker's entrances. I'm just curious. Yeah, there he is in his referee shirt. That's very silly. I've got no idea what to expect here. Um, I don't know what the controls are, so if I taunt, I kind of argue with them and shout at them, um, and I can still attack people. And then, oh, the Undertaker's turned on me. Okay, I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna get out of the way and let these guys go at it, and then I'll need to figure out how to like pin. If they go outside the ring or whatever, um, I'll figure out how to count. All right, break it up. Too near the ropes there. Don't like that. Oh, super backdrop. Get off the ropes. Get off the ropes. That's one of those like old timey wrestling rules, where they're not allowed on the ropes. I hope that was an open fist, Austin. Open fist. What is an open fist? Just a slap, right? They're not allowed to throw closed fists, which just means no punches. All right, come on, guys. Nice clean match. No messing around. That taunt was weird. That just looked like I was sneezing. Can I get it? Can he do it again? I want him to do that taunt again where he just kind of looked like he sneezed. There we go. Sneeze. Achoo. What is that? Achoo. What is that taunt? Can we leave the ring? No, no one can leave the ring. Okay, that's fine. This isn't even for Austin's WWF title, but that SummerSlam logo is the 1998 SummerSlam logo, and the main event was Stone Cold versus The Undertaker. Paul White was not the referee; he was still in WCW at the time. Come on, guys. Let's. Whoa! Oh, hey, Stone Cold. Oh, right. So how do I count when he pins? I've got no idea. I'm just gonna have to press buttons and hope. Okay. So it's like the same button as taunt basically. There's like one generic like referee action button, which is taunt, but it's also pin. So yeah, am I going to be a corrupt referee and just like fast count someone? Maybe I'll just beat up the Undertaker. I kind of want to beat up the Undertaker. Yeah, I'm going to give Austin the win. Fanboy in me wants to see the old Texas Rattlesnake pick up the win in this SummerSlam main event. And I don't know, maybe the game probably isn't smart enough to then like give me a match against. Oh, I can throw him out of the ring, and then I can count out. Oh, I'm going to count him fast. I'm corrupt. I'm a corrupt ref. Right, Austin, I'm not. You're not. You need to hit the stunner. I'm not letting you pin him without the stunner. Come on, man. There we go. Right, pin him. Pin him. 1, 2, 3. Nice clean win. I mean, it wasn't. I kept attacking the Undertaker, but that was cool. I enjoyed being the referee. That was good fun. Okay, I've had my fun as the Big Show. I think I'm going to change participants again. I don't know who to be though. I think I might be Chris Jericho. Um, yeah, let's be Chris Jericho and see if that gives us any sort of fresh opponents. So I'm in September 2001. No jokes, no comments about that. But in real life, the invasion storyline was in full swing by this point. It'd be nice to not have like a four-way or a battle royal for a change. Oh, cool! I've got a shot at the Intercontinental title. That's perfect timing. Cool. Let's do it. Let's see if we can make Jericho the Intercontinental Champion. He was when this season was started. So I feel like this has been my first title match for a while. Like the last time I competed for a championship was probably when I was D'Lo Brown, right? Like defending the European title. Or yeah, it was probably the last time I was in a championship match in this season mode because I've been playing as other people. I have to say I love this game, like, but it is definitely nostalgia. Like, the graphics aren't shocking for the era, but I have to say, looking at their faces, they all look pretty terrible. Like, the way Jericho's head tapers, he looks a bit like a thumb. It's not, yeah, not great. Their faces are all fairly messed up. But I feel like SmackDown 2 was a noticeable improvement. I guess we'll find out when I get to that in a couple of weeks on the channel. I can always come back to SmackDown 1, to be fair. You know, there's nothing stopping me coming back to it. And I know I've not shown off the creative character mode and stuff, but I actually did have a look at it between episodes because I was I wanted to like script it a little bit because when I did my creator character video in WWF Warzone, I ended up waffling on for like 30 minutes. So I wanted to explore a little bit and find the stuff that was worth showing off. And in truth, it's a very odd thing. I will do a video on it. I will include that before. I think maybe the next episode will be like out of season mode, like unless something really dramatic happens here, because I do want to show off. Like I got to be a special referee, which I really enjoyed. I've done a cage match when I was D'Lo Brown. I've been in the Royal Rumble as Jeff Hardy and Deborah, which was a very odd timing for everyone. So I've experienced a decent few match types. I've done triple threats and battle royals and that never-ending fatal four-way and tag matches too. So I've had a decent bit of variety from the matches available, but I've not gone backstage as much as I want to do. I want to do an I Quit match, so I'm thinking this will be the last episode of the season mode, and then the next episode I'll give a quick glance at the create a character, and then we'll do like an I Quit match and then a backstage brawl. I actually think I can combine the two. I think I can go backstage in an I Quit match. So I think that's going to be the next episode. Um, yes, it is. I'm thinking out loud here. I hope that I certainly hope part of the charm of these videos is how little prep I do, where I do just kind of play the game and see what happens and talk to you guys while I'm doing it. So um, the kind of rough and ready style I'm going for, just because I don't want to rehearse too much. Like I am coming back to these games fresh as well. Um, but the this game I feel like I've shown off the bulk of it, and I want to tick off the last few boxes and show off the whole thing before we hit SmackDown 2, Know Your Role, which was a fantastic game. My memory is that is a much better game as well, so I'm excited to get to it. I am mostly rushing to get to it now because my buddy at work, Ray, keeps talking about it. He really wants to see me last ride someone through the Hell in a Cell as the Undertaker. Maybe Ray will show up in one of these videos. Maybe I'll invite him round for a two-player game of that one, and we'll find out whether he's got fond memories of it. Is he any good at it? That's pretty much the whole basis of my channel. There's lots of me having fond memories for these games, but not necessarily being good at them. Although I have just absolutely smashed the DX boys and won the Intercontinental title. Going out on a high.